only a little bit of time left, but I
Yep.
think we got enough time for David in Biloxi. If we play our cards right. David, good evening. What can we help you with?
Hey, David.
Yes, I was wanting to ask a question about a will.
Okay.
My mother lives out of state in Arkansas, and she's 86 years old.
Wonderful.
And we were talking about it over the holidays, and her attorney that she used years and years ago is either not living anymore or has quit practicing law. What do I need to do about this? I'm her only son, so.
David, obviously important conversation y'all had over the holidays. Matthew, what are your thoughts?
Oh, David, yeah, I got a lot of thoughts on this. Now, there's a lot that can be done. Listen, that happens in an age where lawyers and judges seem to kind of, practice a long time longer than they used to, but some do retire eventually. So if in the end of the day, if he closed his office and you just can't find it, just do another one. It's just probably just, and the fact that you referenced a long time ago probably needed to be updated anyway.
Okay.
You as being the only heir, that's pretty basic, but update it with property, things like that. But really, and this is not, to be morbid or depressing, but there are a lot of things that can be done, to ease that process. A lot of organization while your mother, in Arkansas is still with us and still in, her mind is there. There are things that can be done. Accounts, I'm just telling you, you need to talk to somebody. You can come talk to me next week. I don't do a lot of wills, but I can there's some things you can do now to really make that process easy. But I'd recommend that she just update her will, because in the first part of the will, she can just say, any all prior wills I've done are hereby void. This is now my new will, and go forward. So if the other will does get found or something happens, it will be, it's less, it'll be ignored, and the new will will kind of take effect.
I got you.
So, for sure.
Now, Matt, that old will, let's say there was something critical in there, some critical piece of language. That should be somewhere. When an attorney wraps up his office, they just don't burn the files. I mean, they don't. I mean, somebody takes them.
Well, generally speaking, yeah. And so, listen, generally that lawyer, Kenny's right. Surprisingly, that lawyer's files, they probably went somewhere if a lawyer took over that office, but lawyers generally don't close their office, and particularly with the wills. The lawyers that do a lot of wills, they know that it's an important document.
Right, sure.
So you just don't close your office and say, well, that was a great career, thank you very much. They're supposed to kind of communicate, send that back to you. Usually they're supposed to do, a lot of them do, is they send your will to, listen, I'm retiring, but I'm sending your will to lawyer Flanagan. He's not a lawyer, but you know what I'm saying.
Right.
You get the point.
Yes.
So if you need any questions, go talk to him. So maybe that was done, maybe it wasn't done, but I put a little sweat equity that direction. But as I say, if not, just get a new will. But maybe more importantly is do some planning and some things you can do now can make that process so much easier, so much better for sure.
Matt, let me throw this one out at you.
Throw it.
And David didn't ask this. You see all the chat box and AI assisting you with your stuff like that. We could probably do a whole show on this one. Is it worth starting with one of these AI programs to help you with the will, or is it easier just to let's just write some stuff down?
Wills.
I've opened Pandora's.
Yeah, you have. You really have. The box. Let me shut the box.
Yes, shut the AI box.
It's just better. Listen, thank goodness the in-person lawyers still better than on the internet. Yes. So what you can find on the internet. So no, just go talk to your local lawyer. Wills, especially basic wills, they're not prohibitively expensive, but more than that, you're getting advice. All right, the lawyer you sit down with, they have, they can kind of point you in the right direction, and it's just much harder on the internet to get that right. But you're not just, you're coming in to talk to your lawyer, but you're also getting the benefit of their years of work and service, and they may have suggestions, they may have ideas, and can kind of help you through that process. So that's what you're getting. It's not just a document I can get on the internet, because you can. But you're just really passing up the opportunity to get all those years of advice on the do's and don'ts and what's the best process. So absolutely go to your local lawyer's office for sure. Don't go on the internet.
David, thank you so much for the call tonight. I just
hey, I see you on the internet for your will.
Well,
you're dead. You're not friends.
I won't do it. I won't do it. I do need to figure out where my Legos are going to go. I do need to start thinking about their proper custody.
The figurines, the
minifigs.
We got to talk about it. Yep.